Nostalgia. That's all I feel when I hear the iconic tracks of Mario 64. I remember the stages I played as a kid. I remember the endless staircase, the pirate ship in Jolly Roger's Bay, and I remember flying through the air. But most of all, I remember the music. Mario 64 has some of the most iconic music in the entire gaming medium. But where did it all begin? Well, the game released in Japan on July 19th, 1996, and a couple months later in November in the United States. The soundtrack was meticulously crafted by the famous Koji Kondo. He crafted all the music to fit with the stages, and they blend so seamlessly together as a cohesive whole. Each track gives a feeling that can be conveyed by wonder, intensity, or just straight up unsettling. Mario 64 has it all. It's hard to believe a game released in 1996 can give off such feelings with some blocky visuals and early 3D textures. But I believe what gives players these feelings is the music. That music creates the nostalgia that has people coming back years and years later. Today, we will be going over one of my favorite games ever, and its fantastic soundtrack. You might be asking yourself, is this guy really qualified to even talk about music? No, absolutely not. I'm just a 22-year-old who loves video games and the wonderful music composed for those games. With that out of the way, I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I had making it, reminiscing over these incredible tracks in this beautiful, beautiful game. Quirky horns and a simple beat sets the bar for the entire game. The main theme is the track most thought of when remembering this game. This probably is because it's the first track in the first painting, but it's also included in 3 other levels. The music gives off the vibe of adventure and happiness for the player. You officially become Mario with this first theme thrown into his world. The music fits with the world so well, letting you explore the battlefield with little worry of dying. The music correlates with the weird bombs and their funny conflict with the Bomb King. It shows that this world is meant to take you away to a new place, not like the one you once were in, like the castle, but a land of creativity. The encore of horns backing you up as you keep going through your adventure. This first track embodies what the rest of the game will be like, a fun adventure through many different levels and distinct lands. This track is used for more generic looking Mario levels like Womp's Fortress and Tall Mountain and Tiny Huge Island. I believe the reason they used this theme later in the game was to have the player reminisce upon how far they've come, while also fitting the intensity of those difficult levels. Overall, one of the best tracks in the entire game that has stood the test of time. You're sliding down a narrow path surrounded by darkness. Ring any bells? The slide music. It's great. It mimics the fast pace of the slide and the intensity of a clock, counting down your time as you slide. Speaking of clocks, it's also the theme of Tick-Tock Clock, one of the most iconic levels in the entire series, as well as Rainbow Ride. Gears shifting, treadmills moving, floors spinning, it really matches the intensity of the song. Tick-Tock Clock is very well known as one of the hardest levels in the entire game. It's weird seeing that a single song can correlate with a fun slide, as well as a clock death trap, that even today is difficult 22 years later. No wonder why it's used for the top levels in the castle. One of the most vital things this score does is it creates a fun atmosphere, so even if you die, the music will carry you forward to the next attempt, climbing up the inside of the clock. iconic. Every person who's played Mario 64 remembers this track. It embodies safety and just a little bit of mystery. It allows you to explore the castle at ease with no worries, exploring through its many rooms. This song just feels like you're in the court of a mighty castle, and so big and so full of rooms. Even looking back now, seeing how small the castle actually is, the castle music makes it seem like the halls are echoing. There's so much to explore, and even more enjoyable to come back to after a really difficult painting, knowing you are safe in the castle, which has so much wonder and mystery behind every door, or up every staircase. Now, I wasn't even going to mention this track, but it's so recognizable that even a non-video game player can recognize it. This melody is actually endless. It's crafted with the musical illusion that the chords are going up perpetually, but the chords are just being played over and over and over again, seemingly going on forever. This creates such a mystery with the endless staircase. How far does it go? When does it end? Will someone even spend 10 hours going up it perpetually, only to find out that it is indeed endless? Even as a kid, I hooked up a rubber band to my Nintendo 64 controller and left the game on overnight to see how far I could go, if I could even get to the top. But you know how that ended. Dire Docks. This objectively is my favorite song in the entire soundtrack. I have so many feelings that come to me when I hear this song, and these feelings change every time I listen to it. First off, it feels like I'm underwater, scuba diving with fish, and it's perfect for a level like Jolly Rogers Bay and Dire Docks. But midway through this song, it just ends up hitting so hard. It makes me sad, yet joyful at the same time. It's an incredible feeling. It's like I'm a kid again, playing my Nintendo 64 for the first time. Except, I know I'm not a kid anymore, and I haven't been for a long time. It feels lonely in Jolly Rogers Bay, and the music really does give off that vibe. But as you start to explore, you see the fish and the eel in the water, and then you discover a cave, and the music picks up, letting you feel really welcomed. The song is pure nostalgia, and it's surprising that Nintendo has never remixed the song into any other game. But I think that's why this song is so special and unique. And it will forever make Mario 64 water levels better than every other water level in the Mario franchise. I love this song. The emptiness of a pyramid in the middle of the desert, or a scorching hot lava infested land. Take your pick, because this song encapsulates both. The feeling of being in the desert and exploring around a pyramid, uncovering the mystery of shifting sands, the soft drums in the background, or the rigid stroke of some stringed instrument that sounds so foreign. The music somehow feels like a hot sun beating down on your face, or the lava is surrounding you and you can feel the heat of it coming closer and closer. It's so simple sounding, but feels so deep. like deep sand around you. Coarse, dark sand. But this track feels dangerous, like the lava from Lethal Lava Land, and the impending doom of the sprouting volcano and the boys pushing you into the lava. You feel on edge, but somehow calm and collected. Fun. That's what this song sounds like. The chords of the funny accordion, and the sounds of a piano that some sort of just fit together so nicely. I'm in a winter wonderland with penguins and snowball fights. I slide down the mountain and explore it to the fullest. This upbeat tune could go on forever and ever, and I still wouldn't get tired of it. I feel like it's Christmas when I hear this song, but also the alarm of baby penguins that accidentally threw off the cliff echoing in my ears and never leaving. In all seriousness, this song is great, and it really encapsulates a snow theme for Cool Mountain in Snowman's Land. It really does feel like Christmas in July. I really think Koji Kondo wanted to scare the crap out of some kids when he decided to write this song. Oh my god. I remember as a kid, I would never even go into this level because of how scary the music was. When I say the music created the atmosphere, here it is. The most prime example. Ooh. The music is eerie. The ooze match with the pounding of the drum and the fast-beat xylophone. It could really just scare the crap out of anyone. This track is scary, and it creates a feeling of entering this house and never leaving. Combined with the loud Mario eating piano thing and the big killer eyes and the ghost books, oh my god. I think this track does this level justice. Would I ever listen to this song casually? Absolutely not. And then, just when you think you've been freaked out enough, here comes Koji Kondo with an even freakier duo. The merry-go-round song. It can be heard softly as you get closer and closer to the door at the bottom. But when you're inside, it increases in volume around your very soul, creating another eerie song. It's so unsettling. It sounds like it'll never end. This level is the only one in the entire game that transitions between music like this, and it makes it one of the most infamous levels in the game. So, I wasn't sure how to include this song, because it's so much different from the rest. It's like a remix of an old dungeon song from the original Super Mario game. It's pretty slow, and not my favorite song, but it gets the job done as an underground track. You feel as if you're exploring an abandoned mine, or lurking on the inside of a pyramid. It embodies the feel of an underground Mario world, with weird bugs, rolling rocks in combination with the strange music echoing throughout the halls of the cave. It creates a nice vibe. Unstoppable force, able to break through any wall. That's the feeling you get from Metallic Mario. Somehow, the sounds are just like metal objects making musical sounds. It's extraordinary. It adds weight to your steps, and when you become Metal Mario, it just really makes you feel badass. The intensity of the song is perfect for a limited time you're able to be Metal Mario, and it fits very well the levels it appears in. Powerful Mario. This track is activated when equipping the wing cap or the vanish cap, and is really good. Not as good as the Metallic Mario track, but it gets the job done. You are powerful. You feel powerful. Sure, it's in the name, but it creates such a sense of freedom. Like you're on a boat watching the waves go by, and you're not sure why. When you hear this song for the first time, it's so blissful and it puts your mind at ease. It's like you're in a dream yourself, just drifting in and out of sleepiness. But then waking up and realizing it's a dream and this is real life. One of the most lovely tracks in the entire game, but also so random as well. This track only plays when the Piranha plant is sleeping. And the Piranha plant only appears in 2 levels, Whomp's Fortress and Tiny Huge Island. And the song can only be played in Whomp's Fortress, because that's the only time the Piranha plant is sleeping. Why put so much time into one track? Well, I believe it was to add characters to the game, and to expect the unexpected. To know that something so beautiful could be in such a random place. The lullaby makes you feel sleepy and sad, knowing full well you can never see a happy Piranha plant, only this angry, ferocious one whenever it's awake. It's melancholy in how beautiful the song is, but how ugly the characteristics of the actual plant is. Maybe one day, Piranha plant will be happy. Maybe one day. Motivation, intensity. The time is against you, and you have some of the most difficult platform levels Mario 64 has to offer. Koopa's Road plays each time in the 3 levels before each Bowser fight. It creates an experience like walking into a field before the big game, or watching your favorite team before the championship match, or even when your favorite speedrunner is about to PB and it's coming down to the wire. It embodies the thrilling sensation of the calm before the storm, and I absolutely adore it. I'm gonna talk about the boss themes in this segment. The first boss theme is honestly an average one. It's eerie battle music, but not with much substance. This track is played when fighting King Babam, Whomp King, I-Rock, and the Wiggler. It's intense, but I just don't feel it's nowhere near as good as the Koopa theme itself. So here's the Koopa theme. Koopa's theme is sinister. I don't know how the music for this fight was created in such an evil way. It really feels like you're fighting the devil incarnate. With the banging and the eerie noises combining just to make this evil, evil track. Ultimate Koopa is the best boss music in the entire game. The evilness is taken to the top, with the chords of the organ echoing through your ears, making you feel like you've entered Dracula's castle. And you have no escape but to run or fight. Captured brilliantly with the arena, it creates such a memorable experience, and it's something at the end just to marvel at. How this is the end of the line, and it's you or death. And it really encapsulates that feeling. And I think that's why it's probably one of the best boss themes I know. This is the one. The perfect song to end this amazing, amazing game. You feel so much bliss, but such sadness, because you know that the journey is over. You see the visuals of your journey through all the maps, and you won. You did it. And this unfortunately is the end. Every time I hear this song, it always evokes so much emotion from me. I know that this is just a game, and I know it's just a stupid song, but it makes me think of life and where I've been and what I've done. How the good memories you have, you don't realize how good those times were until they're gone. But you can always relive them. I can't read minds or hope to even understand the genius of Koji Kondo, but I believe this is the end feeling that he wanted you to feel. A game with a fun that ends, but it really is just the beginning of a journey that never truly ends. And that's why I love the music of this game so much. And I'm so happy that I could put my feelings out there in this video and just share them with you, and hopefully you also have these fond memories of this game and the incredible music that it brought us. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe, dude. I would really appreciate it. But that's gonna be all from me. Love you guys, and I hope you have a good life. Peace.